Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Okay, I'm back with another topic of the biology that we are studying earlier. That's the sexual reproduction. और sexual reproduction में already हम पढ़ चुके हैं fertilization और उसके types. That's internal and external fertilization. I will proceed and prolong these types of fertilizations. Now listen here. As I was just telling you, I just told you in the earlier classes that what is the fertilization? It is the unification or the fusion of male and female gametes. So we just call that it is the fusion of male and female gamete. We just call it is the fusion of male and female gamete. This unification of male and female gamete led the process that is to be called as fertilization, and ultimately what is the purpose of fertilization? That unification of the gametes, and it led the formation of zygote. Now I was also telling you that fertilization is an important process of the sexual reproduction. Why? Because here both male and female gametes combine. Not only the combination of gametes take place. Okay, it's not only the combination of gametes, but also there occurs the unification. There occurs the mixing up of the another material. That is an important process of the reproduction. We just call that here these gametes contain the chromosomes. Okay, these gametes contain the chromosomes, and these chromosomes contain the heredity units which are called the genes, and the genes are expressed. These genes express their characters. They synthesize the proteins, and these proteins are accordingly expressed in an offspring. So we just call that some of the traits or characters are received from the male, and some of the characters are received from the female, and some of these traits are received from that of the male. These two characters, they get these two sets of chromosomes. They combine in an offspring, so that offspring will again retain the number of chromosomes, that is 2n. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा? Half of the chromosomes male से, half of the chromosomes female से. So ऐसे हम ये कहेंगे कि कुछ कैरेक्टर जो होंगे they will be expressed from that of the paternal side, and some of the characters will be expressed from the maternal side. So depends upon the chances which character will be expressed and which character will be not expressed. So it depends upon the chance. Any of the character that will be expressed is to be called as a dominant, and any of the character that will be not expressed remain as a recessive, or to be called as a recessive. So what I was going to tell you that जब fertilization होती है तो fertilization का मकसद है unification, तो zygote बनते हैं, और जब तो मेल्स और फीमेल्स जो होते हैं वो अपने गेमेट्स रिलीज किए जाते हैं. तो मैंने ऑलरेडी आपको बता चुका हूं कि दो टाइप्स ऑफ फर्टिलाइजेशन है, एक्सटर्नल एंड इंटरनल फर्टिलाइजेशन में. अब प्रोसेस ये है कि एक्सटर्नल फर्टिलाइजेशन में गेमेट्स जो होते हैं वो यूनाइट होते हैं आउट ऑफ द ऑर्गेनिज्म, और इंटरनल फर्टिलाइजेशन में जो गेमेट्स यूनिट हो मतलब यूनाइट हो जाते हैं, वो हो जाते हैं इनसाइड द organism or inside the female body. But here in case of external fertilization, यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि chances of survival, जो chance of survival हो, it's a less. Chance of survival is less in case of external fertilization. जहाँ पे बात करते हैं एक्सटर्नल फर्टिलाइजेशन की, मैं आपको बता रहा हूं कि एक्सटर्नल फर्टिलाइजेशन में चांस ऑफ सर्वाइवल, तो किस चांस ऑफ सर्वाइवल? ये चांस ऑफ सर्वाइवल गेमेट्स का भी हो सकता है. ये चांस ऑफ सर्वाइवल गेमेट्स के बाद जो ऑफस्प्रिंग आएगा, फर्टिलाइजेशन के बाद जो जाइगोट बनेगा वो डेवलप हो जाएगा, और उस डेवलपमेंट के बाद जो ऑफस्प्रिंग आ जाएगा उसके भी चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा कम है. तो इसीलिए मतलब एडवांटेज ये है कि फर्टिलाइजेशन, एक्सटर्नल फर्टिलाइजेशन में गेमेट्स जो होते हैं वो लार्ज नंबर में रिलीज किए जाते हैं. ये पॉइंट्स याद रखिएगा. जैसे हम बात करते हैं, अगर हम बात करेंगे इंटरनल फर्टिलाइजेशन की, तो इंटरनल फर्टिलाइजेशन में सिर्फ एक एग रिलीज होता है, वन एग, एंड लार्ज नंबर ऑफ स्पर्म्स, large number of infinite number of sperms, large number of sperms रिलीज किए जाते हैं। जहां पे बात करते हैं एक्सटर्नल फर्टिलाइजेशन की, यहां पे एग्स इन थाउजेंड्स, एग्स जो होते हैं दे आर रिलीज्ड इन थाउजेंड्स, ओके, वाइल जो स्पर्म्स होते हैं ना उनको भी रिलीज किया जाता है इन ए लार्ज क्वांटिटी, मोर देन थाउजेंड्स, वी जस्ट कॉल्ड इन द लैक्स इन नंबर। नाउ क्वेश्चन अराइज देयर, why the eggs are released in large number? Here egg is released, only one egg is released in one, okay, one egg is released and number of sperms are released, chance of survival are more. Why? Because the fertilization is taking place inside the female body, that provides a better environment, that provides a better nourishing, I would say that better nourishment to the development, better nourishment for the development of feeds, for not only the development but which is for the development of feeds rather, and here the chances of survival are less. Why? देखिए जब एग्स रिलीज हो जाएंगे तो ये चांस है कि ये जो एग्स होंगे इनको कोई और ऑर्गेनिज्म खा जाएगा, they will be eaten up, या they will be drifted away by the water current, so that the chances of fertilization is less number of fertilizations take place over here. तीसरा पॉइंट, चलो फर्टिलाइजेशन तो हो गई, जाइगोट्स तो बन गए, ऑफस्प्रिंग्स तो आ गए, लेकिन ये ऑफस्प्रिंग जो होंगे ये इन प्रिवेलिंग कंडीशंस में ना मतलब प्रिवेलिंग कंडीशंस में इनके चांसेस ऑफ सर्वाइवल लेस हैं, या तो इनको दूसरे ऑर्गेनिज्म खा जाएंगे, या तो इनमें जो प्रिवेलिंग कंडीशंस होंगे, जो प्रिवेलिंग कंडीशंस जो होंगे इन्वायरमेंट के, उस इन्वायरमेंट में ये तो रह नहीं पाएंगे, आइदर ड्यू टू द चिल और ड्यू टू द in the more in temperature or due to the less in temperature, they will be killed by the prevailing conditions of the environment. So that's why chances are less. That's why, because of the less chances, infinite number of eggs and infinite number of sperms are released. Now I'm just mentioning here, अगर मैं यहां पे बोल रहा हूं कि फर्टिलाइजेशन जो होती है दैट इज इंटरनल, दैट इज एक्सटर्नल, सॉरी एक्सटर्नल, हियर द मेल फ्रॉग एंड द फीमेल फ्रॉग, नॉट ओनली द फ्रॉग बट इन केस ऑफ फिश आल्सो, the male frog and the female frog come, they discharge their gametes in the surrounding water, okay, they discharge their in the surrounding water, fuses to form the offspring. तो यहाँ पे एक बात मैं बताना चाहता हूं, यहाँ पे फर्टिलाइजेशन इंटरनल है और डेवलपमेंट भी इंटरनल है। तीन तरह की यहाँ पे प्रोसेस होती है। एक हो गया वन वी जस्ट कॉल्ड एज एक्सटर्नल फर्टिलाइजेशन, ये याद रखिएगा, एक्सटर्नल फर्टिलाइजेशन, ओके, एक्सटर्नल फर्टिलाइजेशन एंड एक्सटर्नल डेवलपमेंट, एक्सटर्नल फर्टिलाइजेशन, एक्सटर्नल डेवलपमेंट। एग्जाम्पल मैं दूंगा यहाँ पे एक्सटर्नल फर्टिलाइजेशन, एक्सटर्नल डेवलपमेंट, यहां मैं एग्जाम्पल दूंगा फ्रॉग की। एक्सटर्नल फर्टिलाइजेशन, एक्सटर्नल डेवलपमेंट, दोनों आए, दोनों ने गेमेट्स सराउंडिंग वाटर में रिलीज किया, गेमेट्स जो हो गए वो फ्यूज हो गए आउटसाइड द बॉडी ऑफ एन ऑर्गेनिज्म। चलो इनका जो डेवलपमेंट हो गया, चलो जाइगोट बन गया, उस जाइगोट की डेवलपमेंट फीमेल के अंदर नहीं, फीमेल के बाहर हो जाती है, इन द सराउंडिंग वाटर हो जाती है। तो ये हो गया एक्सटर्नल fertilization or external development till the tadpole is formed, and till that metamorphosis take place, it will form the frog. Okay, so it's an external fertilization. Next one, in case of fertilization there can be internal fertilization, internal fertilization and external development. Second type, it is internal fertilization, internal fertilization and external development. I will give the example in case of birds. Listen here, a male bird usually discharges its gametes or sperms, we can say, inside the female. Then the female lay the egg and hatch the egg for the number of days, then the offspring will come out. So here the male bird usually discharge gametes inside the female body. So here the fertilization takes place inside the body of an organism, inside the body of the female body. So it is internal fertilization. Got it? So once the fertilizations take place, the egg is released. Now we don't call it egg. After the fertilization, the bird's egg, it's called egg, or it's also to be called as zygote. Okay? After the fertilization, the bird's egg, it's also to be called as zygote. If it is fertilized, point down over here. If the bird's egg is fertilized, then it's to be called as zygote. Where if it's being released out of the body, then it's egg. Without fertilization, it is egg. But if the fertilization take place, then it is to be called as zygote. So fertilization internal, then egg is being laid, then it's being hatched by the female bird, by the male, or in case of male, or in case of female bird. So it's being hatched outside the body. So then with the after the period of hatching, usually the eggshell breaks out, the offspring comes out of it. So we call that here the fertilization was internal, but development is external. Got it? All developments, the formation of feeds, then coming out of this chick, out of this egg, it's totally process that's taking place outside of the body. So we just called it internal fertilization and external development. The second one, pen down. Third one type, we just called it internal fertilization and internal development. It's internal fertilization and internal development. Internal fertilization and internal development. I will give a prominent example in case of humans. All the animals, you are finding all the animals. Here, third type of development and fertilization we are studying, that is internal fertilization and internal development. A prominent example, I'm just giving the example of animals. Listen here. Once the male usually discharges its gametes inside the female, these gametes then travel to the ovitract where the fertilization takes place. So this fertilization takes place inside the female body. It is to be called as internal fertilization. Okay, inside the internal fertilization. Once the fertilization takes place inside the fallopian tube, then from this fallopian tube, the egg is being planted inside the uterus of the female, where the development takes place. This development period is to be called as gestation period. It's for 9 months in case of humans, to 2.5 months in case of another animals, 5 months in case of, in case of 5 months in case of dogs or many other, 12 months in case of horses. Exactly, we find the different types of lifespans. We find the different types of the hatching periods in the different organisms. But this hatching period, now what I am going to tell you, that this hatching period is different. We just not called a hatching, but we just called it the gestation period. Not a hatching period, but sorry, it's a gestation period. That is the development of the uterus that's taking place, development of the fetus that's taking place inside the body of an organism. Once the gestation period completes, then development, then a fetus is released outside the body. That's called a parturition. Okay, it's a parturition. So here the development is internal, fertilization is internal. फिर से बता रहा हूँ, males usually discharge gametes inside the female body. Then these gametes are to be transmitted to the oviduct where the fertilization takes place. It's internal fertilization. Then we just call internal fertilization or conception, or we just call it as conception. Second, after the conception, after the certain cell stage, cell stage development, this developing embryo is being implanted inside the uterus, where the further development of the fetus take place. So after the complete period of the gestation, after the complete gestation period, in case of humans it's 9 months, it's then released out of the body. That's be called as process be called as phosphoration. This is to be called as development till the development of the completion. This whole process takes place inside the body of an organism. It's called internal development. So this is internal fertilization and internal development. So these were the three types of the developments that were taking place. Now let me give them another let me proceed, and another topic is that